Hey Frontline, I hope you're enjoying your New Year's Eve, and if you're watching this after, Happy New Year! It's Mr. J here, and I am here once again with another comic book review, but this time it's an advanced review of Obi-Wan and Anakin #1. Now, apparently, Diamond accidentally shipped a couple books early, or I think just this book in particular early, and so my comic shop owner was like, this wasn't really selling that well. Not many. You're the only one that put it on your pull, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you so I can get this off my shelves quick. So I managed to get a hold of it. Thanks, Bob. uh, and I'm gonna here to tell you guys what I thought about it. So this miniseries, I think this is gonna be a 4 or 5 issue miniseries. It doesn't say like part one of whatever, but I'm pretty sure this is a 4 to 5 issue miniseries, and this takes place after episode 1 but before episode 2. So basically, in between the Jake Lloyd era Anakin Skywalker to the Hayden Christensen era Anakin Skywalker. So he's still a youngling, but he's not like the bratty ass teenager that we see in episode 2. It is written by Charles Soule, and the art is by Marco Cicciacchito. I apologize for mispronouncing the name. It's the same artist from the Shadow of the Empire miniseries, which is really cool. It's a nice, like, painted, realistic art style, and it does really, really nice landscapes. Like, if you see this, because basically the mission is Obi-Wan and Anakin get a distress call to visit from this planet, and it's like the codes are kind of suspicious because the phrasing seems like it was sent by a Jedi that was alive centuries ago, and so they're investigating, and this planet kind of has destroyed itself because of war and all this other stuff, and Anakin is questioning Obi-Wan, like, why didn't the Jedi help them? Why didn't the Republic send any aid? And Obi-Wan says, this planet wasn't a part of the Republic, so this wasn't in our jurisdiction, so we couldn't really help them. There's nothing we could have done when this war was happening. And, Anakin says that, basically that kind of sucks. I mean, was there really nothing we could do? Is that really just the system? And then Obi-Wan says, look, I don't like it either, but honestly, that's just how it works. That's just how our job is, Anakin. You have to learn to accept that. And so, as it going, I like the art here. My only problem is, if you can see here, Obi-Wan and Anakin look kind of similar. Like, face structure-wise, they look kind of similar. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think they look alike, like the character designs? But it goes from, we have some scenes on this planet, and then we have Obi-Wan as they're getting ready to investigate that crash, because they did end up causing a crash on the planet because they were caught in some kind of asteroid field. And so they go investigate, and Obi-Wan hands Anakin his lightsaber, but he's a little reluctant. Because he says he wants to leave the Order. And so we're going to start to find out what exactly it is that causes young Anakin to feel this kind of disconnect and makes him want to stop being a Jedi. Obviously, we know that doesn't happen because episode 2 and on, and he becomes Darth Vader and all that jazz. But yeah, so it's an interesting plot line. And then we get a flashback to Anakin's time at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Look at that right there. And he is training with a kind of a battle droid simulation. And Palpatine, Windu, and Obi-Wan are watching. And they talk about, the same things they've said before about how, Anakin is too old. He came in too old to start his training, older than they would have liked, because usually Jedi start training children at a very, very young age before they're corrupted. Before they get a chance to really be able to process emotions. So Anakin is a little too old, and we see Palpatine being a little bit of a creeper because we know what Palpatine's motives are, and in the future what he's gonna do. And we also see that Anakin has altered this simulation droid to look a lot like Darth Maul, and he ends up, killing the droid, and Palpatine's impressed, and they talk about how Anakin is often ruled by his emotions and all that stuff. So again, more build up to see what Anakin is like and how he's kind of different from his fellow younglings, and he's a lot more powerful. So this really great scene here where he kind of takes the lightsabers from these other kids that are kind of bullying him, and they call him a freak. They're like, "What are you?" And they're really freaked out. So Anakin is obviously ostracized within the temple itself, so he doesn't fit in with the other young Jedi. He, doesn't feel like the Jedi system is correct, and so that's kind of laying down the seeds for him in the future, and you can understand why he's a bit of an angsty brat. So we're going into back on the planet. They're investigating this wreckage, and then they come across some people, and then when the woman and I guess her daughter or someone younger than her, points a gun at Obi-Wan and Anakin, they go, "Wait, please, we're not here to harm you. We came because someone requested Jedi aid. We are Jedi. We're not here to harm you. We're here to help." And the lady, whoever she is, the issue ends with her asking, like, "What the hell is a Jedi?" And that's the question right here that the book ends on. So apparently this is a planet that's never heard of Jedi, and maybe this adventure will. What I'm hoping for this miniseries in general is that this can show us the bond between Anakin and Obi-Wan that we didn't really get to see in the prequel movies as much as I would have liked, and we saw a lot in the Clone Wars cartoon, but I wish we would have seen more of, and I'm hoping that we can see how they developed this mentor-student relationship, but also became best friends, because in the original trilogy, old Ben Kenobi says, he was the best star pilot in the galaxy and a great friend. And I want to see this friendship in here, and that's what I'm hoping Charles Soule can do with this miniseries. I'm not the biggest fan of the prequels. If you are, that's fine. But, this wasn't bad. This wasn't, like, the best Star Wars book ever, but it wasn't bad. I give this 3.5 stars. The artwork was really good, except for the fact that Obi-Wan and Anakin, young Anakin looked kind of similar. I like the colors. The colors really stand out. And I like the small scenes of Anakin. You see those tiny seeds of darkness in there, and Palpatine being a creeper, like, yes, that is it. I wouldn't call that just genius. One would actually, if it were me, I would call that impressive. Like, whoa, Palpatine, chill. But it's really cool. I enjoy this, and I'm hoping that more can come out of this, and we can get that deeper connection that we were missing in the movies. Because I feel like the comics have done a fairly good job filling in gaps so far, and right now Marvel's on a roll, so let's hope this doesn't break the streak. Knock on wood. But yeah, I give this 3.5 stars. 3.5 out of 5 stars. I say, if you are a big fan of Obi-Wan, definitely check this out, because it does a very good job at showcasing Obi-Wan's character and how, his strong faith in the Force, and in Anakin as a student. He doesn't just treat him like a burden that he was given to because of Qui-Gon. He does truly believe in Anakin, and it shows that in this book, so it's a good start. I feel like if you want to be able to experience that friendship that we were missing in the movies, you should at least give this a shot. And I'll leave it up to you to decide if you want to pick it up. I was on the fence, but I figured I might as well give this a shot. I like Charles Soule, and I think that this is going to end up being a pretty decent book. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. As always, don't forget to leave a like for this video to let us know you enjoyed it. And, if you guys did enjoy this, I'll keep reviewing this miniseries for Frontline. Because let's see how this friendship develops between Obi-Wan and Anakin. As always, guys, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and listen to Frontline live on iTunes. We are live on iTunes. Well, not live on iTunes, but we are on iTunes, and we are proud members of the Comic Podcast Network, so definitely go check us out up there. And if you like what I did here in my comic review here onto this channel, definitely, if you haven't already, check out my channel, Mr. J's Comic Reviews. It's my individual channel. It'll be on the side of the main channel page, where, it lists all the Frontline members. And also, I'll leave a card somewhere on the screen here that you can check out my channel there. Alright guys, until next time, this is Jay from Mr. Comic Reviews for Comic Frontline. And until the next comic review, I'll see you guys later. May the Force be with you, and Happy New Year. See you later guys. Peace.